to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it up, we had it time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's call it a night, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here right now before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does.
Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here. If you're not new here, welcome back. I was counting down the seconds with that because the way I ran here, because I'm so excited to talk about this. And there's already been a video posted about it from someone who was in Modere. At least I'm pretty sure they were in Modere in the way that they're talking about it. I've also gotten some comments from people who were in Modere, seen what they posted. We're going to look at what John Melton posted. It's not a lot, but somebody's upset. You look amazing. Thank you. That's really nice. I'm doing better than I was before, I think. The prove it paper behind you. Listen, when I tell you I wasn't fucking around, I think I'm going to make it cuter or like something and like have a prove it sign, but I think I might actually make it say prove it, not like the MLM. I just point to it and really, I need you to do that. I've been running for the past like month, but broke a heel running to this one. Your background looks cute. Thank you. We're getting there. I'm still working on it. Also, look at this amazing. So I've got sent many beautiful images of my dogs. This one in particular is one of my favorite. This is Finley. Someone created this. So beautiful. And then Finley right there. That looks literally just like her. That's so wild that somebody drew that. And then, of course, this beautiful photo from Reagan Tattoos in Chicago. So we are going to get started. I do have some stuff for us to look at. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel for free, you can simply hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, go double check that. It is not in subscriber only mode right now. I might put it in subscriber only mode later. I don't know. I just don't want to deal with it right now. Uh-oh, don't tell my cat I'm watching a dog people show. I love cats. If I could have a third animal, I would. If you're wondering where my third animal is, it's with my ex. So Luna's with my ex, and I'll get to see her soon. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, okay, what I want us to do first is look at some of the comments that people have left or the posts that they've created. Hi, Goopy, and hi, Melissa J. And then I want us to watch a video, and it's a shorter video. And if I want it to be a longer, like 2 hours max, you know. So if we don't make it to 2 hours, or if we're in with just an hour, then I'll add on another thing for us to react to that might not be Modere. I'll double check because like new things are popping up about Modere at all times. First, I want us to read the emails or the information that Modere sent out, and then I want us to look at the comments from people who were in Modere. So we'll start with let's see, we'll start with this one. Hopefully I'll be able to say. Okay, so Modere announces closure after 23 years. Now, I have the official, let me see, the official thing that was sent out, which actually think that, what's his name posted it? John Melton. That was, so we'll look at what he said, because that was originally what he posted was the official email. And then what he said with it was, Modere, thank you for the journey. Okay, so this is Modere. He said in shock. That's all he put. So at this point, I'm waiting to do a larger edited video on this, but I want to hear what John Melton has to say about it before I actually go into it. So he put in shock. This is all we've gotten from him at this point. I haven't looked for probably the last half hour. It says, this is from Modere. Thank you for the journey. After 23 wonderful years of serving our cherished community, we've made the difficult decision to close our doors. We're incredibly grateful for the support, trust, and loyalty over the years. Whether you've been with us from the beginning or just discovered us recently, thank you for being a part of our story. From all of us at Modere, thank you. It's been an honor. That's all they put. The rest are in different languages. That is literally what they wrote here. And I mean, I'm sure there are other things from other people, but I thought John Melton probably posted the one that is the most accurate. Also, what's interesting to me is that people weren't warned. Not Megan, like in Megan Deschart, yeah. Melissa Collins had to say, I told you so. Of course she did. This is kind of wild, but not super duper surprising based on what we've seen with other MLMs recently. Hopefully this is at the peak of what's to come for others. That's my hope too. So something that is interesting that I saw is people were saying there wasn't a warning. Like there was nothing. That pretty much what happened was they got an email saying it's over. Modere shut down. Which we're going to look at some of those posts that people have, you know, where they've expressed their sadness and been distraught and also like upset. So I grabbed a few of those off Facebook. So we will take a look at those now. But I'll read it one more time because it's so short. That was from the website. There was a separate email. Yes, I might have been sent that, but I'm not completely sure. So I guess this is what it says on the website. I'm getting updates as we go. So if you have the one from the email, feel free to email it to me. My email is IamJulieJo@gmail.com. It's in every description of my video. Again, this is from Modere. Thank you for the journey. After 23 wonderful years of serving our cherished community, we made the difficult decision to close our doors. We're incredibly grateful for your support, trust, and loyalty over the years. Whether you've been with us, oh, you know what? Sorry to stop reading. I, in fact, think I screenshotted the email. Is this it? No, that's Bill's. Cries internally. Screams internally. Maybe I didn't screenshot it. I saw it though. You know, I did screenshot was Brie Cole, who was in Modere, trying to get people to join her company already. So there's that. Also, BA Boss Babe Brittany Anderson like outed this chick who was being like a shithead to her. It's so funny, but that's for another time. So if you want to DM me the email, or you can email it to me, wherever, because I would like to read it. Okay. Let's see. Actually, I might have. Did I thought I screenshot it. I think I have it right here. Here we go. Here we go. Don't even worry, y'all. I got it. I just have a lot of things I've done in the last few minutes, in the last hour that have been intense. Okay. This is what Someone else shared as well. Important announcement, immediate closure of Modere operations. If this isn't the email, somebody please tell me, but this is what someone posted as an email they got from Modere. To our valued social marketers and customers, we regret to inform you that effective immediately, Modere has officially closed its stores and ceased all business operations. This includes the immediate discontinuation of product sales, enrollment of social marketers, and all related business activities. Modere is not transitioning to a direct-to-customer model. We are permanently ceasing all operations. This decision was sudden, unexpected, and beyond our control. Unfortunately, due to circumstances outside of management's influence, there was no opportunity to secure alternative funding, pursue restructuring, or provide advance notice. And then it goes, please be advised of the following important points. And that's all that they had posted, so I wasn't able to get the entire email. But that's what they said. They said, unfortunately, due to circumstances outside of our management's influence, there was no opportunity to secure alternative funding, pursue restructuring, or provide advanced notice. And you know what I think is complete and utter fucking BS? This last part where it says provide advance notice, because there was actually someone, and we're going to read it, where they talk about how like 7 months ago or so, they had heard that, Modere might shut down. I think, kind of suspicious. See, I think that for a while, Modere's been in the hot seat. I think they've been in the hot seat. They've been wondering, how do we do this? How can we figure this out? And honestly, I think it was, if people don't get paid their paycheck for what they've sold as of now, that they haven't been paid for. If this is my opinion, I'm not saying this is happening. I'm saying this is what I'm thinking. We know a CEO, a top leader, loves a good get rich quick and go. They love to grab their bag and head out, kind of like Brian Underpants underwear from Prove It. Sorry, Brian Underwood. My bad, I messed it up. They love to grab their bag and head out. They want their money and go. And so I think that if these people do not get paid what they haven't been paid for yet, the people at the top of the company in the corporate side of it grab and ran. That's my thought. When was this email sent? Today. It was sent today, like a few hours ago. Captain Underpants. Y'all, I read those books when I was younger and I really liked it. Anyway, this is really, really odd. I also think it's so odd that someone mentioned earlier, just rug pulled hard. I mean, as hard as you could, right out from under every single one of them. And it's just a shutdown, an immediate, they say, we are permanently ceasing all operations. And also, this includes the immediate discontinuation of product sales, enrollment of social marketers, and all related business activities. They say this decision was sudden, unexpected, and beyond our control. I just don't, thank you, Gabby. I just don't know how it could be this sudden. I don't understand how they could rug pull this hard and just shut it all down immediately and as quickly as they did. Thank you so much, Gabby. I am going to send this to myself on here and then read it for all of us. It's the rest of the email from Modere. Everyone say thank you, Gabby. Cal the coder said OMFG a year, and we've seen so many MLMs crumble. Cal the coder, first off, 12 months is wild. Thank you so much for being here. Your cat is so cute. Oh, I love it. And yes, it has been a joy this year to see MLMs crumble. There's a part of me that is saddened by the fact that so many people are going to be affected by it. But also, I struggle with the idea of empathy in that situation. Like, I have some empathy for some of them, but I also just, I don't know. It's hard to grasp. It's hard to unravel those emotions that come with it. I'm not so sure exactly how I feel, other than, bummer. That sucks. That really sucks. All right, so here is the rest of it. It said, it was in your junk folder, LOL. LOL, is that, Gabby, was this in your junk? Because look, if you look at the top left, it says junk. Okay, so we read the first two paragraphs. Let's continue. It says, please be advised of the following important points. Corporate operations. All corporate employees, including elite services, will no longer have access to company emails, corporate communications, or official social media channels, including Facebook chats, effective today at 5 p.m. Today at 5 p.m. Today at 5 p.m. They sent this out today, and that came into effect at 5 p.m. I'm guessing it looks like this was sent a little after 3, around 3 o'clock, if I had to guess. But I'm just looking at this screenshot. So, yeah, it was in my spam folder. LOL. Love that for you. Um, the next bullet point says payments and commissions. All company funds have been frozen. Wow. All company funds have been frozen. Therefore, we are unable to process any pending or future commission payments, product credits, bonuses, incentive trip reimbursements, or any other form of compensation or shares. Oh my God. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to read that again. That's actually kind of nauseating when you think about it. Payments and commissions. All company funds have been frozen. All corporate, oh, sorry, I went back up. Therefore, we are unable to process any pending or future commission payments. So no one's getting paid. Product credits, you're not getting your credits from the product. No bonuses, no incentive trip reimbursements, or any other form of compensation or shares. Nobody is getting any money. And this reassures me that, in my opinion, someone's getting that money. Did the feds get involved? I don't know, but something's happening. Polychrome said they're definitely in legal trouble. Charlene! Dude, nobody's getting any of their commission, Charlene. Nobody's getting anything. They're all screwed. No refund, probably the CEO. See, that's what I'm thinking. Somebody's going to get that money. And if it's not something to do with like legal purposes or whatever, someone at the top is getting it. That's so fucked, isn't it? Even paparazzi gave their ups 30 days. Yep, they sure did. Modere just said, nope, you get nothing. In fact, we are not even going to reimburse you for the incentive trips that you've spent money on. Oh my gosh. Recent orders. Orders placed within the past few hours will not be fulfilled. Customers who place orders will not be charged unless their order has already been shipped. Okay. Access to databases and technology platforms. Access to your databases, back office, and all Modere technology platforms will terminate permanently today at 5 p.m. We strongly encourage you to export any essential data or information immediately if possible. They gave them a couple hours to get all the information off of their back office. A couple of hours. Yes, Hannah P. I think I read that message on the website earlier. Today. This all happened. So we're looking at the junk folder. If I had to guess, Gabby, you can correct me if I'm wrong. They probably sent it around 3. They pulled a Justin Prince. Oh. Oh, that's so funny. So this is what we've got from the company itself. Now, what I want to do is I want to look at what people are saying, especially people from the company who are at the top. They don't even have time to grab their documents from their back office. No, couple hours. Let's say you work a 9 to 5. Let's say you work a 9 to 5. Okay? And you're also part of Modere. Let's say in those couple of hours you had to take your child to the doctor, or you had to run an errand that was going to take you a little bit, or you were traveling. You are screwed. Also, hi, Sarah Jean. What about those people working their day job? Oh, okay, yes, and physically couldn't get that into. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They don't care. They're screwed no matter what. Or you had a medical procedure today. Yep, bummer for you, I guess. You don't get anything. All right, so we're going to move on. I'm going to remove some stuff from my stage so that we can move on and look at what some people are posting. I have a PDF of posts yesterday. Desktop, there we go. That I want us to look through. I think I'm going to make myself really small so that we can see them really well. MLM companies don't care about their reps. No, not at all. Okay, here we go. So, sorry, I'll make myself a little bit smaller. So we did already see this. This is the first thing that we read. This is on Modere's website. The one we were just looking at was from the email, if you're just joining. What? Just joining now? Yeah, Modere is shutting down, and they have officially shut everything down already, 5 p.m. Today. I like your new background, JG. Thank you. I'm still working on it. I've still got lots to do, but we're getting there. We'll get there. What is that line? What is this line? Oh, it's from the page behind it. Okay, I was like, is my computer messed up? All right, so we already know this is John Melton's reaction. All I said was in shock. We read what that said earlier, so if you missed it and you want to, you're welcome to go look at it. Also, today we got started pretty quickly, so I didn't have a lot of chit chat because there's a lot to cover. We also read this, which is the email from Modere, the part of it, and then luckily Gabby was kind enough to send us the other part. So here's what I'm seeing. Sorry, it's just so hard to get this. Okay. Bree Chambers. So this just happened, which was her just posting the email. I've been silent for the last 2 years. I loved Modere. The products and company truly changed my life, but something fell off to me and I couldn't put my finger on it, so I stepped back to pursue other dreams. I'm heartbroken. For all my friends who relied on Modere as their income and my customers who loved and used the products, we were all blindsided. More thoughts to come, but right now I'm just speechless. So what I am seeing and what I'm not surprised by are several people who have been in Modere before that have moved to multi-level marketing companies. They're posting about how sad they are for these people. And what I'm doing is I think they're trying to pull them into their company. I think they're trying to connect fake friends type of thing. Be like, I'm so sorry. I can't believe this is happening. I feel so bad for all of you. Like, I'm thinking of all of you if you need a chat, blah, blah, blah. But ultimately, what they want to do with these kinds of things is pull you into their MLM. Is this person MLM? I don't know. But the idea is still there, is that they said, but something felt off to me and I couldn't put my finger on it, so I stepped back to pursue other dreams. So this one says, wow, Modere's actually closing their doors, not pivoting to affiliate, not restructuring, done. I don't know why this hit me the way it did, but I really thought they'd fight to hold strong as long as humanly possible. And you know what? That one sentence, well, it's not a sentence, but that one line, but I really thought they'd fight to hold strong as long as humanly possible, makes me think that some people might have known about it. That some people might have known that Modere is going down, but maybe I could just be speculating a little too much. It honestly makes me both sad and angry. Sad for the ones who worked their faces off, angry for the ones who carried the flag, showed up loud and proud, and built something they believed would stand. This industry is wild. You give your heart and soul and still wake up one day with the rug pulled out from under you. Listen, we've been saying. If you're feeling lost right now, I see you. And if you're wondering what's next, you're not alone. You deserve something stable, something that doesn't change overnight, something that's built to last. Well, then don't be in multi-level marketing. It's pretty simple. Okay, I'm coming back. There we are. So this is Kylie Murphy says, today my heart is heavy. Modere has officially shut its doors with no warning, no plan, and no chance for so many to prepare. I heard, okay, see, this is where I got that information from earlier. I heard whispers about this possibility 7 months ago. But nothing could have prepared anyone for how sudden and final it would be, which is true. Like, this was sudden, this was final, this was, you have 2 hours to get your shit and get out type of thing. But it's interesting that Kylie Murphy says, I heard whispers about this possibility 7 months ago. Listen, if you're watching this and you're in a multi-level marketing company, first off, what are you doing? You should really get out, truly. And if you want to know why, if you want to talk more, please message me on Instagram. It's in every description of my video for the last several years. But if you're hearing this, even a whisper, you might want to skedaddle. So when we point out, okay, sorry, Melissa J, I'm messing up your comment. See, when we point that out, they call us haters. Right. When we point this out, they call us haters. We're the bad guys. We're the bad people. But I thought you owned your own business, right? I mean, when an MLM shuts down, it proves our points. It proves several of our points. They don't own their own business. The MLM doesn't care about them. They were the MLM's biggest customers. When a company, and this, I can't prove it, but this is, prove it. Anyway, this is what I see happen. This is just me watching MLM shut down. The bigger the exodus of distributors, the closer they are to shut down. So with Monate, I have a feeling, you know, I just got a little feeling. Because what do we talk about all the time? The customers, the distributors are the biggest customers, always, forever will be. So I'm going to continue. My heart breaks for every single person who poured their time, energy, and passion into building something meaningful with Modere. So many lives were changed, bills paid, confidence built, friendships formed, and goals achieved. And now, in the blink of an eye, it's gone. Right. This isn't just about a company closing, it's about people. People who gave their all, who believed in something bigger than themselves, and who now feel the weight of uncertainty overnight. Well, that is multi-level marketing for you. And I don't mean to sound just apathetic and like I don't care. I care. And if somebody who's in a multi-level marketing company watching this, or if you are someone from Modere experiencing this right now, reach out, talk to me. We can chat. I might be like a hater on here. I might joke around and all that shit, but like I'm also someone that you can be safe chatting with, I promise. If you're feeling lost, angry, or heartbroken, please know you're not alone. Your work mattered, your story matters, and even though this chapter is closing, your light hasn't dimmed. You're still capable of incredible things. I'm holding space for all of you today. Reach out if you need someone to talk to. We rise together. All right, next slide. That's what I read earlier. Okay, so this person was definitely a Modere. They say they have a broken heart, shocked and as confused as you all about Modere. Without warning, closing its doors after 23 years. This is a sad. Did you know that's almost as old as I am? I was 6 when Modere started. Sorry. That just blows my mind. Closing its doors after 23 years. This is a sad reality in any profession, however. Well, let me read that again because I think the fuck not. Like, I see where you're coming from, but also I see what you're trying to do. She says, shocked and as confused as you all about Modere without warning closing its doors after 20 years. This is a sad reality in any profession, however. I've seen secure jobs taken away in an instant. Okay, but that's not no. Okay, here's the deal. That's a bunch of bullshit, Kendra. Like, sure, have people been fired randomly, have things shut down, blah blah blah. Yes. But I feel like we're in some fallacy right now. I feel like we're in a false equivalence fallacy because it's not the same situation, it's not the same business structure. And what Kendra is doing in my opinion is she's trying to um act as though this is normal. This is normal. People experiencing it. It's a sad reality that happens to everyone. Um no, not necessarily. I would say some companies are way more susceptible and volatile, such as startups and MLMs. Yeah, absolutely. I don't get upset when child labor factories get shut down. Amen. We're the same HHA. Oh, yay. There are employee protections by law, though. Right. And like uh, companies, a lot of companies have to do certain things when they fire an employee or when they shut down and they have to, like, you know, do things like that. I don't know a whole lot about that, but I do know that it's not the same and is definitely a fallacy to try to compare the two. And also act like it's normal. This multi-level marketing, this rug pull, that's not normal. Melissa J said, okay, but those jobs come with severance and continued benefits and assistance you can apply for. Right. Well said. You can usually file for unemployment if a secure job is taken away. Right. And you know what? In that secure job, oftentimes you have benefits. You have PTO. I mean, it's just not the same. There's no way to compare. Gabby C said, I was still with them, but washy active on and off the last year. But after finding your videos and others, I started thinking about wondering if I should continue or not. Thank God. Um, Thank God he kept me it. Oh, thank you so much, Gabby. That is really kind. I appreciate you being here. We're all glad that you're here and that the videos were helpful. That means a lot to me. So I want to keep reading her stuff, but I just don't like that because it's not true. Remember, you are the one worth betting on. You take your experience with you and the value to a new company profession. This is why it's important to be responsible with with income earned. Kendra, are you? She said, this is why it's important to be responsible with income earned, not to live above your means, and to invest so income grows passively for you over time. Um, what? I'm sorry, I just need to see you a little bit closer. What? I didn't even know. Here we go. Let me read that again. This is why it's important to be responsible with income earned, not to live above your means, and to invest so income grows passively for you over time. Like, yeah, sure. But also, Kendra, is it the time now? You really think it's the time? This was I took this screenshot 5 o'clock. This was posted 12 minutes before that, around 5 o'clock, I'm guessing. You really think it's the time to be? Listen, they think I'm a hater. Kendra's a hater for this. This is rude as hell. She says, for all my friends affected, this is your opportunity to gain clarity on what matters most to you and to set that vision in motion. Always bet on you. All right, Kendra. Well, I'm not going to bet on you because that is out of pocket as fuck. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to take a little sippy sip since I'm reading so much. Mindy says, yes, it's true. Modere has officially closed its doors, and I'm still in shock. I spent 6 years of my life with my Modere family. When I made the decision to leave at the end of December, it wasn't easy. My heart hurt. It felt like I was leaving home. It was weird. It was sad. But today is tough. Okay. So she left at the end of December. Okay, today's tough. So many of my dear friends just had their entire world flipped upside down. And while I'm processing the news, I can't stop thinking about them. The ones who stayed, who held the line. Okay, it's not war. Like, this phrasing is wild. Who held the line, who rode out the waves as tsunamis hit. That's a bit out of touch. That's a bit inappropriate. Their resilience, their loyalty, their belief, it inspired me then and inspires me now. Hold the line. I'm like, girl, it's not that serious. Like, who held the line? Your favorite sociopath. Cute dog says, one more month and my membership can drink. Thanks so much for being a member. You're awesome. I really appreciate that. Your dog is so cute, by the way. MLM rep out of touch? No way. Right, Jessica? Right. Always so dramatic. Charlene says, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Can you calm down, please? I'm sure they think they're Shakespeare. It's just like not that serious. Like, holding the line. I think what what makes me uncomfortable about that phrasing is like she's acting as though these people are heroes for staying there, or these people have fought a hard battle. I'm like, no, not really. She said, honestly, I'm angry. I'm mad that corporate let it come to this, but it's not my fight anymore. I'm letting that part go. What I won't let go of is how deeply I care for people I walked beside for so many years. If you're one of them, if we worked together, trained together, traveled together, cried or laughed or changed lives together, please hear this. I'm not going to make this weird by sliding in your inbox. I know how that can feel. But I want you to know I love you. I see you. I'm grieving with you. And if you need an ear, a hug, a place to cry, or eventually a place to rebuild, I'm here truly with all my heart, Mindy. Mindy just said, can I get you to join my team? Your favorite sociopath. Thank you for this super chat. That is so sweet. And his name is Meatloaf. When people name their dogs after things like food or other animals is really cute. Or like inanimate, like a brick, or like his name is Sharpie. I don't know. I call him Otter, Turtle. Just something funny. I think that's funny. So Meatloaf is really cute. A place to rebuild. Awesome, Mindy. Well done. You definitely care. So that's all we're going to look at in that. But we have a video now that I want us to look at and watch. John Melton just posted in shock along with a screenshot on Threads. Yes, we did look at that earlier in the video, the one he posted on his Facebook. There are far worse things than Toto. Yeah. My cat's name is Wormy. I have seen your Instagram stories about Wormy. It's all that's on my Facebook feed. Plucky Chickadee LLC. If you see anything in particular that you want me to take a look at, or that you think should be shared, feel free to share it with me. You can email me or DM me on Instagram. I had a buddy named Turkey. That's cute. Ooh, member for 14 months. Thank you so much, Austin. I really it. Sorry that I'm like moving past these really fast. I just want to get to everything. Because I know not everyone has like 2 hours to kill. So I want to. My cat's name is Pedro. Pedro, like Pedro Pascal, or Pedro, like Napoleon Dynamite. What kind of Pedro? Or Pedro is in my cat's name's Pedro. All right, video file. Now we're going to react to a video. Okay. Let me get this together. All right, we'll do this whole number. Just popped in. Background looks great. Did you modify it since the last video? Heather, hi. I actually moved. And then the last video I did, I think I did do here. I have modified it a little bit, maybe. Maybe not from the most recent video. Or maybe. I'm trying to remember which ones are not posted and which ones are posted. But anyway, I'm still working on it. I got a lot to do. JD the Husky is named after JD from Scrubs. That's awesome. Sarah's part. I have 3 cats. One is named Chai. The other 2 are called Biscuit and Cream. Oh my God. See, that's my shit. Take your time, JJ. I just took a gummy. Good for you. My cat is El Cid, aka Sid the Kid. Pedro, as in his name is Pedro. Didn't know Pedro Pascal 12 years ago. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. This person, what did they say about it? Oh, you know what? I also have a John Melton video. Sorry, my nose is so dry. Like, the weather changing here is getting me. So my nose is really dry. I actually have another video from John Melton that's from a day ago before Modere. Oh, you can see the skin. Sorry, everybody. There we go. A day ago from Modere, or a day ago, a training that I think would be interesting to watch now that everything's going down. Hi, Sarah Nelson. Sarah, do you have? I know that there's a Sarah on here that has a YouTube channel. I think if you have a YouTube channel, please shout it out. I don't mind. Please do it. Because there's a Sarah I've been watching that I really like her videos. And Sam. Okay. So, DCMD. So we're gonna watch this video first, which is from a couple hours ago. Sarah Nelson has one. Okay, yeah. And then we're gonna watch the video from John Melton from yesterday before everything went down. So let's watch.
Hey, what's up, Facebook? How are you? Yes, I'm sure you just read I'm sure you're seeing it all over Facebook. Modere closes their doors after 23 years in business. Now,
can someone let me know what they think of the audio between him and I? Do I need to turn my volume down and so y'all can turn him up, or are we good?
What is Modere? Modere is a company, a direct selling company that sells, like, skincare, some health and wellness products and stuff like that, and they closed their door after 23 years. I'm gonna share with you what you need to know.
Okay, cool.
And you need to know this right now.
Right now. Okay?
Because I'm already seeing it. So, first off, this is not a good situation. I recently, in my past year, I had an income go from like $12,000 a month to like $6,000 a month, like overnight. And I was like crushed. I'm like, whoa, like, what do I do? I'm scared. Like, I'm super scared that this is gonna be so hard. I'm gonna have to go find a job, stuff like that. So it's a very emotional place to be. It's very tough. It's tough for, all the people involved in that company. But here's what you need to do. Here's what everybody needs to know. Everybody that reads or listens to this, share the hell out of this. Don't be a shark. Don't be one of those freaking animals that go after all those reps. Oh, I know big leaders. Let me go over there and see if I can get them into my thing. No, people are hurt right now. They're so hurt.
I'm so sorry. And this might sound, I just want to hear this again. Hold on.
Right now, they're so hurt. So hurt.
The way he says it is just kind of
See if I can get them into my thing. No, people are hurt right now. They're so
hurt. Just a lot of emotion and impact, you know. Good night, Sam. Bro sounds zooted. Okay, right. He's giving off ick vibes. There's something when people do videos like this, I get virtue signaling. Like he's like, I think if I'm watching this and I'm an MLM, I'm like, he's doing this video so that like I'll join his company. I'll reach out and be like, thank you so much. I totally agree, blah, blah, blah. And then you think of him because he did this video and I think he's doing this for virtue signal because he's virtue signaling and wants people to join his downline. I'm so hurt. I don't even think but here's the deal. I don't even think he's in Modere. Because he says y'all or he says like they or something. So I don't even think he's in Modere. There's zero sincerity in his voice and body language. Yeah. Chris the doll said he is also looking to put you in his downline. Right. Oh, you're right, Kathy. He couldn't even tell you what Modere sold. He's the recruiter model. What? It's just this video gives, I don't want to straight up ask you. I want you to want to join me on your own. I don't even know if he's in an MLM, but if I had to guess, I think he would be.
Like, you need to give them time. That's what you need to do. You need to step the hell back. Pardon my language. Give them time. And, you know, let them think for themselves. Let them take this moment. This is a serious moment. A lot of people just lost their entire life's income overnight.
Right. That's true.
And that's sad. That's heartbreaking. That hurts. It's not the time to go, hey, come in my thing just to make money off them. You know, because, you know, that maybe they're a little bit desperate right now. They don't know what to do.
Oh, wait a minute. See it again. Hold on, I went back. Okay, see it again.
That hurts. It's not
that hurts.
Time to go, hey, come in my thing just to make money off them.
But that's the whole fucking point. That's the whole point of multi-level marketing.
It's not the time to go, hey, come in my thing just to make money off them.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm sorry. This is so awkward. Watch his body language.
Breaking. That hurts. It's not the time to go, hey, come in my thing just to make money off them.
Isn't it off a bit? Anyway, we're just going to move past that and try to cringe as little as possible. Also, hi, DC. This absolute virtue signaling. Right. That phrase he said, you know, so they come and I try to make money off them. That's the whole point. That's the whole, oh, sorry, I hit my mic. That's the whole point. And you know what, y'all? I don't even think he's in Modere. I don't think he's in Modere. Which makes him being high and like whatever's going on, I don't know what's going on. Which makes him acting like this weird, like super weird.
You know, because you know that maybe they're a little bit desperate right now. They don't know what to do. But I'm gonna tell you what they need to do. What you need to do if you're in Modere, you need to, in my opinion, pray to God. You need to really, you know, put your trust in the Lord right now. And
hallelujah, amen. To my Lord and Savior, Chapel Roan.
Pray to God.
Amen.
And really, you know, put your trust in the Lord right now. And really know that, you know, it sucks. But everything does happen for a reason, and God always has a plan. You just ain't seen it yet, and you don't need to see it right now. What you need to do is you need to take time to be with your family right now, to hug them, to love them, to, you know, maybe step away from social media for a little bit.
Maybe you should too. Maybe you should go take a nap. I don't know. This is weird. Is the Lord going to unfreeze those Modere accounts?
Right. And, you know, pivot. You know, don't just throw it in the ring.
Wait, what was that? What was that?
And, you know, pivot.
Sorry. I just love the way pivot. It's giving friends. It's when Ross is like pivot.
You know, don't just throw it in the rings. Pivot when you're ready for it. But don't, you know, people need to stay the hell out of all these big leaders' inboxes and come join my company. Come do this.
Yeah, bro, you too.
Give them support. That's fine. Give them support and love. And be there for them. Because that's what they truly need.
Amen.
Don't look at people as a dollar sign right now. Like, I'm gonna go after these big leaders and get them into my thing.
when you're in a multi-level marketing company, oftentimes you'll hear people in the scam genre, whatever, cult genre too, talk about rose-colored glasses. And while yes, I do agree, I also believe the glasses are green, baby, right? But not a green flag. I'm talking money. The glasses are green. What do they see when they look at people? Money, 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 money. So why wouldn't they reach out? If they think that they are helping people, like y'all tell them, like the CEOs and these top leaders, if they think that what they're doing helps people and helps people like reach their goals in life and live their dreams, if that's what they truly believe, why wouldn't they reach out? What this tells me, what this tells me is that these leaders know it's about the money. And so they're like, "Hey, back off. Not right now. I'm having a hard time." Like that's what I'm getting. Is that when people and top leaders say stuff like this, they're like, "No, don't reach out right now. Don't talk to those people. Just give them a break." They know it's about the money. He does seem a little not quite so, yeah, I don't know.
After all these leaders and get them into my thing, chances are you're probably not, to be honest with you. You're probably not going to, because they're gonna look at you as you just want money.
Y'all all want money, homeboy. Come on, bro.
Just want to use me to go build your thing so you can make money off of me.
Yep, that's
right?
the. Are they not? Is this guy not like, I don't know, or solidifying everything that people in the anti-MLM genre say? Is he not solidifying it all? I mean, listen to that phrasing.
Me to go build you.
Here, sorry. And I know I keep pausing it so quickly, but listen to it.
You just want money. You just want to use me to go build your thing so you can make money off of me.
I mean, that's the point that we share all the time in the anti-MLM genre. The whole point is to make money off of people below you. Projection and confession, right, on TMLM, right.
Right? I mean, that could just be my opinion, but if that happened to me, and I just lost my income overnight of years of building something, I don't want people to come knock on my door and say, come join my thing. Even if I love you and respect you and I know you're a big business person, I don't care. I don't care what you're doing at this moment right now. Right now, I care about, getting my mind together. Getting on my knees and praying. Asking God for guidance. Having some support there. Like, we're thinking of you.
Homeboy took some substance and then said, "I'm jumping on live." Why would you listen, if you can't help but get on live when you're high or whatever, put your phone away. Hide it somewhere you won't find it while you're high.
Type of thing, like, I'm there if you truly need it. Not, I'm there if you need it because I want to get stuff out of you. No, like, we really need to be there for these people right now. This is a freaking serious situation. And it hurt. A lot of people just got hurt. And I've seen it with multiple companies, but man, Modere, I know that there's a lot of big leaders over there. Some of the people that I've learned so much from, and they don't even know because I've been watching them for so long and learning from them. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want people to go after them, but...
Say their names. Say their names.
Like, that's it. I wanted to come on here and share, like, when stuff like this happens, don't be a freaking shark. Don't look at it as it's an opportunity. Cool. I get it. It is an opportunity. Go take advantage of people. Go take advantage when people are vulnerable to capitalize and make the dollar. Me.
What was that? I need everyone to fucking listen to what he's saying. Listen to this. Listen, ready?
Like, that's it. I wanted to come on here and share, like, when stuff like this happens, don't be a freaking shark. Don't look at it as it's an opportunity. Cool. I get it. It is an opportunity. Go take advantage of people. Go take advantage when people are vulnerable to capitalize and make the dollar. Me, personally, that's not who I am.
Oh, yeah? Is that what they do, homeboy? Projection? If that isn't the most on the nose thing I've heard someone say, He's saying all the quiet parts out loud. And it's so serious. Like it's so for real. I mean, just okay. I'm so sorry to keep playing these parts. I gotta hear it again. Because to me, y'all, I've been shouting this kind of thing for years. So many of us have been shouting this for years. And now when they shout it back, I just love to listen. Listen.
Opportunity, cool. Don't be a freaking shark. Don't look at it as it's a opportunity. Cool. I get it. It is an opportunity. Go take advantage of people. Go take advantage when people are vulnerable to capitalize and make the dollar. Me.
Now, goddamn, if that is not the truth. Oh my gosh. Also, the way he says shark is very strange. Yeah, I think it's also I think using the word shark makes sense because they are sharks. And I've never thought of it that way as like these top leaders and these people in MLMs being sharks, but they definitely are. And you know what? I actually think that's kind of disrespectful to sharks. I think sharks deserve better.
Personally, that's not who I am. That's not who I am. God will give you everything you need if you obey his orders. His orders ain't gonna go after people. That's not his orders. His orders is to,
Bro, I should have taken a nap instead of done this.
for me anyway, is to step back, love the people, support them, be there for them if they need anything. Just say just send a prayer to them. Let them figure out what they're gonna do on their own terms. Let them pray.
Somebody asked what snack I'm eating. I'm eating watermelon rings. You know, peach rings? They're watermelon. I only have one more, too. It's kind of sad. They're so good. Somebody said something up here. Okay, thank you, Ada. Ada said apparently he is in the letter thing. Y'all remember the letter MLM? But they are banning the letter thing in New York. It's giving paparazzi being banned in Washington. Yeah.
No.
Did we, April?
Let them find their next thing, figure out what they're gonna do, and pivot.
Right, Sila.
So that's what you need to do. And if I was to pivot, which I've had to have to pivot in my life many times
Pay per
before.
letter. The letter MLM, pay per letter. Yes, Jessica, thank you so much.
You always have to take a little bit of time to really grasp what's going on, but don't take too much time. This is for me anyway. Don't take too much time, because you're also you also don't want to take too much time. You just don't.
Oh, what was that? What was that? Let's try that one more time, my guy.
Take a little bit of time to really grasp what's going on, but don't take too much time. This is for me anyway. Don't take too much time, because you're also you also don't want to take too much time.
No.
You just don't want to, because then you'll start to really go into a deep hole. But take some time and really evaluate things and
Somebody get him some water and let him have a nap.
really pray and understand, where do you really want to go in life? What's the next step? Just because one thing is gone doesn't mean the next thing ain't gonna come, right? Like it's not. It sucks. It feels like it's the end of the world right now, and I get that. But when it happened to me, it was more like, okay, I came to like acceptance with it. Now, God, what do I have to do? And then I'm like, okay, so God put this in my life, that whatever.
I found him.
Figured it out.
I found him on
Figured it
Facebook.
out. Is it the right thing? I don't know. Is it the best thing in the world? I don't know. Is it where I need to be for the rest of my life? I don't know. But God will tell you where to go. So my best advice: close the inbox, get off social media, go spend time with families right now, and everybody that's watching this, don't go out there and freaking go after all these people that are, all these Modere people, to try to get them into your thing because they just lost their income overnight. I don't think that's fair. They deserve this time to, be with themselves and figure out where they're going and pray to God. So I just wanted to share that, because it's just something that just really rubs me wrong. And I get it. It's business. Maybe some people are just really about their money. I don't know.
Sorry, I've been looking at his Facebook, and it's actually kind of wild, and I think he needs to be covered more.
Personally, I'm about people, man. My compensation plan is helping people in life. That's.
Bro, I thought we weren't doing that. I thought this entire video was about you telling people, leave them alone. But now we're talking about your compensation plan and how great it is. It'd be nice if you'd share what MLM you're in on your Facebook, but I haven't been able to find it yet.
That's it. Serving the people. So
Here comes the pitch.
Y'all
Yeah,
got some type
DJ.
of value from this, and the biggest lesson is don't be a shark and go out there and go after these people that that just got their lives ripped away from them overnight. Love them, support them, and pray for them. And if that did happen to you, take the time. Don't rush into things. Pray. Figure out what God wants you to do, not what you want to do per se.
Don't shart.
And take this as a
Goopy.
lesson and some re-guidance in life, and
Thank you, Ada.
take the lessons that God's going to give you, because only he can give you those lessons, but you got to get down and pray with him, all right? So I just wanted to share that. But my name's Kyle Devine. If you don't know me, have a fantastic Friday.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to have a better Friday than him. He's about to just chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? Don't shart where you warm. Okay. Are we dark-sided tonight? Don't warm where you... Okay. Unfortunately, now I know him. Tiffany, that is so funny. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Kyle Devine, yes. Jessica, yes, ma'am.
And we'll be thinking about you all. Modere.
Have a fantastic Friday. Is a little tone deaf, isn't it? Because this whole video was like, leave people in Modere who are grieving alone. And then he's like, have a great Friday, everybody.
Reps and customers, honestly, because they had some amazing products, and I see it all over the internet. A lot of people like really, really loved what they had to offer, and it really freaking sucks. But God has a plan always. So hope that helps.
That literally doesn't help anybody at all, ever, and will never. So now, the last thing I want to cover is, and I think this is going to age well, I really do, is, I hope so. Yesterday, before all of this went down, homeboy, what's his name? God dang. Oh gosh. Modere. I've said his name 100 times.
Hey.
This guy. Somebody's got it. I have a limited amount of space in my brain to hold information, and I refuse to keep things in there that I don't really need. So that guy, John Melton. Oh, Lorne, thank you. John Melton, we know he's been in Modere for a very long time. He's been a huge part of his life. He's been a huge part of Modere. And he posted a video yesterday. His video, and of course, now that Modere, John Melton. I want to read the title. Oh, I don't need to read the title of it. Okay. I mean, I don't need to look it up. I have the title right here. The title of it is, if I had to start all over building my following and my business, here's what I would do. He posted this yesterday. I'm going to let y'all see the title because I think you need to see it to understand how funny it is. He says, if I had to start all over building my following and my business, here's what I would do. Well, guess what? Guess what, buddy? Yeah, well, it's a good thing you know what to do, isn't it? It's a great thing that you know what to do because you're starting over, my guy. Any foreshadowing? I know. Isn't that so wild? So anyway, I thought we could watch this video because I think it's going to hit so well. And then I will do an edited video by my wonderful editor, Ava, reacting to what John Melton has to say about Modere shutting down. Oh, the irony. Isn't it really funny that age well? And this, look, 1 day ago, you can see right there under his name, it says 1 day ago. He posted this yesterday before any of this came out. I'm curious if he knew. And if he didn't know, this is gold. Proof he knew? Right. I think he knew this is way too big of a coincidence. Yeah. So his Facebook group is just to sell his trainings. Yeah. Age like expired milk. You think Kyle's in a company called Zenzino? Interesting. I'm going to write that down. I think I've heard of that, actually. The only thing I have in front of me is a paper towel. Anyway, if he knew, it's so shady. He definitely knew. Bro knew. He knew. Yeah. Okay. So we can agree he very likely knew, and he made this video hoping people will go. Now, listen to this grift. He knew. This is where I'm speculating, obviously. So take it with a grain of salt, or take it as a whole entire iodide salt container, whatever you want to do. He says, if I had to start all over building my business, building my following in my business, here's what I would do. Then today, Modere gets shut down. By 5 p.m., everything's done. Nobody's getting paid. Nobody's getting reimbursement. Nobody's getting anything. Shut down. So he's got this going on and is telling people, hey, buy my shit. Buy my shit. So he's doing this so that people will buy this from him. So he can make money while everything's shut down. Ava just posted a video on Zenzino today. If you don't know who Ava is, she's my wonderful, incredible editor, and I adore her. And I think that you should go watch her YouTube. She is in every description of my video, or every video description that I have for the past year and a half at least. So if you want to go see more, you should watch Ava. She's wonderful. Other way, Julie? Okay. Maybe. Anyway, we're moving on. Sorry, G Messick, you're probably right. I don't know. So we're gonna watch his video, and I think it's important to watch this going in knowing what's pointing. I mean, oh well, it's probably backwards to y'all. It's not backwards to me, because it's mirrored. So that might be what it is. Sorry for distracting you, Ada. Don't worry about it, hon. You're good. No, I appreciate everything. Ava had her doctor try to recruit her into Zenzino. Did she tell? Okay, but see, it looks normal to me. Ooh, you know what? Watch. Camera. Will it swap? Will it flip for me? Mirror my camera. Watch. See? Now it's different. But like this is whatever. We're going with the flow. So we're gonna watch his video now, and I think there will likely be some clues that probably prove y'all are right when you say that he already knew.
Up, replay viewer. Let me know when you're watching the replay. I'm curious.
Let me know your thought on the volume. Is he too loud? Am I too loud? Are we good?
My name's John Melton. Been in network marketing now for 23
happy.
plus years, and I have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've built a multi-million-dollar business over the last decade, but it took me about 7 years to fire my boss, 16 years to become a millionaire. So I know what it takes to build a business. It's a lot of sweat equity. It takes a lot of time and effort, especially if you want to make the big bucks. Let me know in the comments if you want to make the big bucks. And by the way, share this with your teammates. Tag your teammates. I think you'll absolutely love this conversation.
Look at the leg shaking. His demeanor is odd in this video. He's not relaxed. He's very tense. Does he give off tense to y'all as well? The eclectic memo, off topic, so upset with myself right now. Thought I screwed something up, so spent last 1.5 hours fixing it. Turns out I didn't. Oh, the eclectic memo, I'm so sorry. But hey, you didn't screw it up, and it's okay if you did. But I'm sorry. That stinks. Can't hide the knee shake? Okay, right. So he's definitely got a weird demeanor. He seems very tense, very stressed, shaking his knee. I think that y'all are right when you say that he knew.
Especially if you're like wanting to build your following. If you had to, if I had to start all over from scratch, these are like the tips. These are the things that I would do. So I think you should tag some peeps, share this in your chats, share this in your team groups. And I'll talk about both trying to, build your business, but also build your following. Because would we agree, and I talked about this the other day, would you agree if you had leads and you had customers, you had new people joining your team, you'd probably be pretty excited. Like the reason people either A, start off slow or they end up like quitting before they even get started is they're not making money. They're not seeing results, right? It's very rare that someone walks away from a profitable business. People don't typically walk away from a business that's compensating them, right? Where they're having success, rank advancement. In fact, we had this couple, Brett and Nicole, just get started not too long ago. And these guys put in like 5,000 points in the last couple days because we had this like awesome mid-month promo. Like apps.
No way he didn't know. Mega oof. Yeah, tag some peeps because I'm going to need it soon. That's what he was thinking, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. I think I would agree at this point.
Absolutely killing it, right? They're getting 36%. Right? I'll let you guys do the math on that. Like it's just silly. Maybe 34%. I think they're getting close to 36, but 34%. The point is crushing it. They're on fire. Guess what? They're excited. Right? And excitement is contagious. Sometimes people say, "John, I am excited." Tell your face. Get excited. So, if I was starting all over, building my following, building my business, here's some of the things I would do. First of all, and I think this is a really good tip for all of you, even if your business is cranking right now, get into some like-minded Facebook groups. You know, we actually talked about this in our Rank Up, Bank Up challenge, week 1.
He pretty much just said, hey, you know that Facebook group that I have linked down below? That's what I was talking about.
This was something that Michelle was very passionate about, something that we've been teaching for years. Because, you know, and actually, I'll give you a good story. This is a story I've shared a few times. Let me know if you've heard me share this story before. We had this woman. This is when we first figured out Facebook groups were like a great way to meet new people and build a following, build like new connections, right? Make new friends. It was, I don't know, probably 8-9 years ago. It was a long time ago. It was one of our like early on, like, you know, like the first time we kind of got into momentum. All right. And, we did a team training. We're like, hey, join groups, like-minded groups. And it was something we've been teaching for a little bit and people were having success. And it's still an effective strategy right now, today. You could join local groups. Like I'm in, you know, some pickleball groups and I've made some new friends. I'm in Tesla groups and, you know, I'm in marketing groups and MLM groups, right? These are the things I'm into. These are things I'm passionate about. So anywho, this woman's passion was scrapbooking. You guys familiar with scrapbooking? What's up, Brett? What's up, Debbie? What's up, Rose?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, John, I am.
So she joins a bunch of scrapbooking groups because that's her passion. Cool. She got into some scrapbooking groups, made a bunch of new friends. She's in there commenting, posting. She's not in there selling. She's not in there recruiting. She's just in there sharing value. In fact, I would write.
Oh my gosh. Of course he's in a Tesla group. Those burn to the ground too. Oh. Did someone say that earlier? Hannah, did you say something like that earlier? Liz, that's funny as fuck. That's really funny. Because Modere just burned to the ground. Do y'all get it? And Teslas do too? Oh man, that's funny.
Write this down. Every group that you join, don't join like 100 groups and then just be spread thin and you're not really focused on any particular group. I would find like, you know, let's say 5 groups that are very engaged. There's a lot of activity, a lot of conversation, a lot of posting. And once you join the group, once they allow you in, I would do a welcome post or like a, you know, not a welcome post because you're not welcoming yourself, but you're an introduction post. You're introducing yourself to the group. Do a little selfie or, you know, whatever kind of picture you want to do. Like, hey guys, I'm in this group because I'm passionate about farming, whatever, right? The point is, whatever the group's purpose is, let me know in the comments what kind of groups you think would be good for you to be a part of. But like I said, she was very passionate about scrapbooking. So this isn't about influencer marketing. This isn't about content creation, doing videos, doing reels, doing lives. This is just going into a group with like-minded people and making some friends, socializing on social media. I know, what a concept, right? But she started making friends because she was talking about scrapbooking and commenting on people's things, you know, giving tips and encouraging people. And she did not have success selling her products to her warm market. But within 30 days of using this strategy, she made all these new friends. And then she's posting before and after pictures. And she's talking about her trim product. It looks like pudding. She's like, oh, this is my belly blaster that tastes like brownie batter. And, you know, she wasn't even doing videos. It was just,
Bro, it doesn't taste like brownie batter. Don't do that.
just like, you know, it was like a post with like her, like, you know, description and like she's pouring the trim into a spoon. She would post some before and afters, but that was it. She got 30 customers in 30 days, all complete strangers that she met inside these scrapbooking groups. Why aren't more people teaching this? Why aren't more people doing this? Like,
why aren't more people telling people to go to different Facebook groups and get people to join their MLM? Are you for fucking real? That's been a thing for a decade or more. LOLTC. Maybe expired brownie batter. Ew. Ew. Telling people to join Facebook groups is not revolutionary. Okay, right? This is nothing new, John. If you're gonna ask people to pay money to train, how about you actually train? How about you give them something of substance, but not the substance the other guy was on that we watched like 15 minutes ago, okay? Not that one.
make this a priority. What if you just spent like 10 minutes every day, 15 minutes every day,
Barney.
just engaging in groups with like-minded people? Maybe you put the same post in like 5 different groups. You can have a weekly SOP where like on Mondays, I'm going to go in there for 15 minutes and just engage on all the different posts and make some friends, have some conversations. Maybe you're in like a political group. You're maybe a Christian conservative and you want to be in some group, whatever you're into. What are you passionate about? What could you talk about all day? Join some of those groups. The point is, you could have like a theme for Monday. You're just in there, commenting and engaging. Tuesday, you do a positive post in the group, an inspiration.
I'm like 99% sure he knew at this point. I am 99% sure that this man knew that everyone was about to lose everything in Modere at this point. Could you imagine doing this live saying, you know what, I'm going to do this live because I know I'm going to make money. And I know people are going to need it. Like, people are going to think that this is the right thing for them to do. Because I know they're about to lose everything. And he just kept it to himself. Oh my gosh, Julie. Wow, Texas, go away. An SOP shilling obnoxious products. And they're going to be so pissed. Like, he knew. There's no he didn't.
Post. You could use ChatGPT to come up with a posting schedule. Wednesday, maybe you ask a question. Every Wednesday, you ask a question in the group. Thursday, you go back to what you were doing on Monday. You're just engaging. Maybe Friday, you send out some friend requests to some of the awesome people that are very engaged in those groups. Check out their profile first. And listen, I know sometimes people are like, should I just send out friend requests to people without talking to them first? Sure. I mean, look, sometimes you'll see those suggested friends by Facebook, and I will send friend requests to those people sometimes. And I'll even have people, why'd you send me a friend request? Facebook suggested it. Facebook suggested that we should be friends. I just have fun with it. I don't get so caught up in overthinking, overanalyzing. I just want to talk to people. Now, I am a people person. I always have been. I will say that. So
he is so, y'all are fucking mean. Y'all are mean. He is so off his game. Like, and by that I mean he's just not his normal self. I feel like he's and I mentioned this earlier. I know I might be just getting really intense at this point, but he knows, and you can tell by the way he's talking, by the way he's acting. Yeah.
I'll never forget this one time I did a presentation and the guy goes, what if you hate people? I'm like, that's a hard objection to overcome. But I did tell him, well, you could always just recruit people that love people, I guess. A weird objection, I know. He's like, I think this business makes sense, but I hate people. I'm like, that's awkward. But this is a great way for you to start to build up your following, to start making new friends, to socialize on social media. It's not rocket science. You could do the same thing, by the way, with Instagram or Facebook accounts that you follow. Now, it's a little different because you're not inside of a private group / community. So I'm a bigger fan of Facebook groups. But let's say you follow 5 or 6 Facebook or Instagram accounts that like always put out really good value, or they're really funny, or they're just, again,
Megan.
It's something that you're into, hiking, camping, whatever. You're really into lifting heavy weights and bodybuilding, whatever. And you're spending time every day or, a few times a week commenting.
Aegis Dolls. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. He should have joined Make Wellness while he could at the top. LOL. You know what? I think you're right. I think he should have. He fucked up.
Leaving thoughtful comments, engaging with the commenters, right? Because there's other people commenting. Those comments, those are people. Right? Like, oh, hello, these are people.
Hello.
Engage with those people. Right? How about this? How about there's people leaving
Kelly.
comments,
I'm sorry,
you're
Kelly.
responding to the comment, and then you're engaging in their stories. And you're like, wow, this is a person that's actually already creating stories. They're already posting comments in groups or Instagram or Facebook. Anybody that's already posting stories, I want to be their friend. Why? Because they're already a content creator. If I enroll that person, if I partner with that person, I don't have to convince them to put out content.
I think he needs to take a drink of water. He seems, yeah, and like I said, he sounds scary, angry. I just know that at this point he knew that all these people in Modere were about to lose everything. If you just joined, this is from yesterday. He posted this yesterday, and the title is "If I had to start all over building my following and my business, here's what I would do." If you want more information about what's going on, go ahead and start from the beginning. But this man knew. He had to have known. In my opinion, this guy knew that all these people were about to lose everything, and he didn't say shit. Instead, you know what he did? He posted a video and links to his training so that he can make money off of it.
Share their story, to do videos. And by the way, if you like trainings like this, make sure you subscribe to me or our YouTube channel or our podcast or our website, mylifestyleacademy.com, because on mylifestyleacademy.com, we have all our best trainings, all our best resources, our podcast, our YouTube channel, everything is connected there. So if you like this kind of training, make sure you subscribe, you tune in, you plug in, you get on our email list. We even have a Facebook community with over 30,000 network marketers from companies all over the world. If you want to be a part of that community, let us know. You can drop MLA in the comments and we'll get you plugged into our My Lifestyle Academy group. It's a generic community for network marketers from any company. It's a free group. It's awesome. But with that being said, this is the kind of content I like to create because I want to help those of you that are social sellers, network marketers. I want you to build a following. I want you to.
He wants to scam the scammers. That's what I hear when someone says something like that. People like him, the trainers of the MLM marketers, what I see people who have been in MLM for a long time, who've kind of capped the income at it, and who've slowly over time probably lost some income. They're like, what else can I do? The only thing I know how to do is this. Why don't I train people how to do it and just make money off of the other distributors? If the company themselves can make the most money off of distributors as their customers, why can't I? That's what I'm thinking.
Connect with like-minded people. And listen, sometimes your network of people, your
free group doesn't mean it's free stuff. I can guarantee in that free group, he's going to try to sell you on everything he can.
Market, they're not going to be the best ones to sell your products to or to work with, unfortunately.
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed that, and I think it was important.
This is the kind of content I like to create because I want to help those of you that are social sellers, network marketers. I want you to build a following. I want you to connect with like-minded people. And listen, sometimes your network of people, your warm market, they're not going to be the best ones to sell your products to or to work with, unfortunately. Right? Sometimes they're just better off being your friend or your coworker or your neighbor or your cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you're better off not enrolling certain people in your life because they know you too well. Does that make sense? But this is a great.
Huh? I mean, I guess maybe if you're like a shitty person, I don't know. Am I getting it wrong, y'all?
Great way to meet new people. Now, I do think you should start doing videos. I do think you should put yourself on camera. I do think you should do reels and lives. And I know some of us, again, we overthink this. Use ChatGPT. Say, hey, ChatGPT, I'm an overthinker. Help me simplify a social media posting plan. I want to do reels. I want to do lives, but I only have 1 hour a day. Guys, you can do a 5-minute Facebook Live. I can wrap this up right now, and I think I put out some pretty good value in this video, and it's only been what? I don't know how to see how long it's been. It's been probably 10 minutes. 10 minutes I've been talking. It doesn't take that much time to do a live video. Now, you don't have to do a video like me. You could do a video, you're getting ready in the morning, you're putting on makeup, you're making breakfast, you're whatever. You have to show up on camera if you want to build that know, like, and trust. Reels are great, by the way. You could do B-roll footage and put words over your videos. Go check out my reels. You'll see what I mean. It's not that difficult. Sometimes I think the problem is people get so caught up in the technology.
Hannah said, can't wear a mask around people who already know what you look like. And that's on period, babe.
And I do think that's an issue. That's why I like live video, because all you have to do is hit go live. Half of you, when you first start going live, you don't even put a headline. There's no title. You just go live. Now, here's the beauty. You can go back and edit and add a description, add a title, because I do think people should know, like, why would I press play? What are you talking about in this video? So if you're starting to build up your following, again, like-minded Facebook groups, you know, what are you passionate about? In fact, let me know in the comments some of the things you're passionate about, some of the things you're into. Because whatever you're into, it's good to connect with people just like you. And by the way,
his veneers are eerily perfect. You know what? I was looking at that earlier. He's definitely got some veneers going on. No hate, but like, yeah, I was just staring at them earlier.
Whatever problems you have, right? I want you to also make a list of your problems. I know that sounds funny, but you could start putting out content that solves those problems, offering advice, offering solutions. You don't have to be an expert. You could say, hey, you know, I really wanted to start working out this year and getting in shape, but I know nothing about lifting weights. So I started researching some different, you know, exercise plans. And here's what I've implemented. You know, come on this journey with me. You don't have to always be an expert. In fact, sometimes.
Can you just, 420, that's how many people, 420, it's April, get ready. Just kidding. Well, the other guy we just reacted to knows a little bit about that. I don't think that we should normalize you looking up things about working out, for example, or medicine to help yourself feel better, and go, let me create a Facebook group because y'all can learn from me. That's kind of what he's saying. Like, that's kind of what it turns into. I think sometimes it's okay to gatekeep. Right? I think there needs to be a little more gatekeeping. Just a little bit.
Being an expert is intimidating to people, right? If they follow a doctor that's in an MLM business and the doctor is giving all this like science-y type content, right? The person's like, wow, this is good information, but I could never do what they do. And listen, I've heard that many times over the years. I go, here's the beauty. You don't have to do what I do. What I do is help you and your team. So in the beginning, I didn't do this either. Guys, I didn't start doing presentations in my network marketing business until I was already like a year in. I was terrified of public speaking. You know, they say people are more afraid of public speaking than dying, meaning they would rather be in the coffin. Yeah, they'd rather be in the coffin than give the eulogy. That's a true statement. That's a true fact. It's scary.
Where, God damn, you can't even see it. Prove it. If you haven't watched my most recent video, I slapped that on my forehead because I say it so much, and I just wear it for a while. Prove it. And you know, it's so minuscule to ask for that, right? Because it's just like, it's a fact. But when it comes to people in MLMs, I got to be consistent. If you're going to say it's a fact, prove it to me. Because if you can't, I'm not going to believe you. I don't believe the majority of what people in MLM say. So I need you to prove it.
I was scared. Now, I never said that to anybody. I just said I wouldn't do it. They always try to get me to do like testimonials or like open up the room. And I'm like, nah, never doing it. So when, you know, years later, when social media came around and it was like, you should do videos, I was like, oh, this is like so intimidating. But eventually, I got over my fear again. I got over my fear because I'm like, you know, I'm more afraid of failure. I'm more afraid of, you know, 5 to 10 years goes by and I'm in the exact same situation I'm in right now. Like that would be more terrifying to me than doing a video. So I got over my fears. I got over my insecurities. But look, again, even if you just did a 5-minute video every morning before work or a 5-minute video during your lunch break, just share something you're learning, share something you're doing, take people on the journey with you, talk about your problems. Because guess what? the problems that you've had or are having. Maybe you have an issue with your kids or your teenage daughter, or, you're having issues with menopause symptoms or whatever. And you're saying, hey, I'm looking for solutions. By the way, this is a good idea for a conversation in a group.
Oh, thank you, Airedale. Yes, 470 people, but only 50 likes. Like the stream, it tastes like expired hopes and dreams with a hint of chocolate. Ew! Can you like it anyway, even if it doesn't taste good? Thank you.
So let's say you're in that menopause, demographic, right? You're in maybe your 40s, 50s, 60s, and you're in groups, and they're menopause groups, and you just ask the question like, hey, I'm having fill in the blank, hot flashes, whatever. What have you found that helps? And look at all the suggestions. You could also, by the way, just post this on your regular page.
Your favorite sociopath. Thank you so much for the super chat. That is really, really kind. And I appreciate your generosity. They say public speaking is literally the easiest thing to do. There's nothing to be scared of. All you're doing is talking to people. Are you saying that as a statement, or did he say something like that? Thank you so much for the super chat again. I really appreciate it. I mean, it's a bit scary sometimes, I will say.
You could post that question on your page. You could post something on your page today if you want to see if you actually have good engagement, because people say, oh, the algorithm hates me. And, the engagement is so bad.
Right. He's saying shit, but like, he's saying to talk to people, ask people about it, like post about it. No, maybe just like go to the people who are certified, who have, when you're talking about menopause, go to your doctor. When you're talking about these things, like physically, go to a trainer. What are they called? Certified, like a certified trainer, like what Aaron is. Go to these people who've gotten their education in it, who know what they're talking about. Do not go on Facebook and be like, hey, can someone tell me how to deadlift? I would like to deadlift. Go to a personal trainer. Thank you, Hannah. John is covering my face. What is going on? Is he not? He's not. John is covering your face? Elizabeth, I swear he's not. If he is, somebody let me know. But I don't think he's not on my end.
These days, and I get it. But do a question on your Facebook. You want to see if your engagement's that bad? Post a question on your...
I just made it worse. Let me show you what I see. Sorry. Well, hot damn. Look, let me show you what I see. It's flipped for y'all. I am so sorry, because I see the opposite of what you're saying. Here, look. Let me show you so that y'all don't think I'm a goob. See, this is what I'm seeing. All right, there's me, and there's him. I'll try to flip it. Is that better? Because it's worse for me. Yeah, he's on the right side of my screen. Face is behind him. Sent you a screenshot? Cause see, look. We can't see because the phone was behind him, LMAO. It's wonky for us. Well, then I'm gonna have to sit here and not see anything. Not that I have to see myself, but it's nice to know if I have food in my teeth. It is flipped for y'all. Move him to the other side of the screen. All right. Hold on. I need Hannah. Hannah, answer your Instagram. Call again. Hannah, answer your Instagram. I need you to help me. Yes. Okay, help me. Okay. Look, see, this is what I see.
I mean, I know that it looks totally normal.
So how should I do it? Should I?
Hold on. Let me check.
I just flipped the screen, and so this is what I see. But maybe y'all see this in a different way.
Okay, let me check 1 second.
Okay. No, y'all are good. Don't worry about it. I just would like to get this right so you can. We love you, full face and half face. Scrunch to my. Listen, I can't scrunch to my right because it's my left. For y'all. Right.
Messing with my brain.
And this is why I'm asking Hannah, because everything's backwards for me, kind of. He's covering the bookshelf. Right. Okay. So if he's covering the bookshelf, how do we feel about that? Move towards the Powerpuff? Move away from shelf. This is better?
Yes.
Okay. You can see me? I'd rather Julie cover up John. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate it. Bye. Okay. All right. Sorry. Let's keep going.
Your Facebook and say, hey, what does everybody think about
not-
Trump's tariffs? Let's see if you still have bad engagement. And all of a sudden you have like 50 comments. You're like, oh. And you don't even have to share your opinion. That's the beauty. You don't even have to share your opinion. Now you could, but you don't have to. What does everybody think about Trump's tariffs? You post on your Facebook. Let's see if you have bad engagement. I bet you'll be shocked by how good your engagement is. So what does that mean? You're not posting anything interesting. You're not posting anything interesting, and that's also okay. So here's another thing. Here's another truth. If you promote a product sale, it's going to get bad engagement compared to a post with you and your spouse on date night or you and your 4-year-old daughter. Like, that's just reality. People would rather see you and your kid, you and your spouse, you like a picture or a selfie or whatever, than they would want to see a sale or a promo. But hey, when you do that before and after picture, or you share that promo, even if it gets less engagement, if you sprinkle it in between the good engagement posts, watch what happens. I get good engagement on my curiosity posts because I don't do it all that often. And I do it in a fun way or in a unique way. Like I had this one video, or not video, a picture where I'm squeezing, or I think I was, oh, I know what it was. I was drinking the collagen. So I did a video of me drinking the collagen, and Nadia recorded the video, and then she took
You know what's funny? He'll never get another bottle of that collagen again unless he ordered before today.
a screenshot. You can see the liquid like going into my mouth. And that picture was a picture that we posted for this collagen sale we had. And I got like 6 customers from that. I'm just giving you an example. I'm not a big customer getter, and even I can get customers with social media. Why?
You're not a big customer getter, so what? You build teams? So you're the ultimate like MLM boss babe, bro?
Built up my social equity. I'm pumping out value. I'm doing videos. I build that know, like, and trust. Sometimes I talk about controversial topics. You just have to get over this fear and this analysis paralysis, because the sooner you start doing videos, reels, telling your story, going live, talking in your stories. Maybe you start a TikTok account and you're going live from TikTok and Facebook because you have 2 devices. Like, you start to put yourself out there and share your story and share what's working and share tips. And, you know, again, if you're trying to lose weight, build muscle, you're an older man versus a younger woman, like, you figure out your demographic, and typically your demographic and the person you want to attract is a person just like you. Maybe you're married with teenage kids. Talk to other married couples that have teenage kids. Again, this is not rocket science, because the problems you have, there's people in your network that are just like you that have the same issues. They want to reverse the aging process. They want to drop 5 to 10 pounds. If only there was a program that could help you drop 5 to 10 pounds in 5 days.
In 5 days? If only there was a program that could help you drop 5 to 10 pounds in 5 days. 5 days? Brother, get it together.
Does that make sense? Like, just be real, have fun. Like, I'll literally do a post and I'll use ChatGPT for some of that post. And I'll literally say in the post, ChatGPT helped me come up with this. LOL. Like, why do we have to act as if we're something we're not? Now, I do like faith.
Charlene said, yeah, how's that 5-day drop going now? Probably not so great.
It till you make it. But I don't want to teach you to fake it till you make it, right? You don't need to fake it. Just keep it real. Keep it 100. Now, I gave you a lot of advice on like pumping out content, building my following, if I had to start from scratch. Now, if I was...
Sharon, that makes sense. Sharon says, I dropped 5 pounds in 5 days thanks to gastro. I'm guessing you had surgery, weight loss surgery. Is that what you mean? And yeah, that'll make you, that'll take it.
Launching my business and I had to start all over. Dude, I'd be ATM in my face off. I'd be messaging 10, 20, 30 people a day. I'm like, I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you saw my announcement. I don't know if you saw my video, my post, but
Right.
I'm doing something new and I'm fired up about it. I've made a huge decision to partner up with this brand, to partner up with this company. It's something I'm so excited about, and here's why. And you tell them 2 reasons. Now, a lot of people don't teach this. I teach 2 reasons. Your reason for joining the company you joined. Why this company? And then what is your specific goal or purpose or your personal reason? It might be to fire your boss. It might be to spend more time with your kids. It might be to retire your spouse. Would you agree if you heard me come to you and I said, I found this company that got
Y'all are all saying I lost 5 or 10 pounds in 5 days or quickly because, and they're all like terrible things that have happened to you, or like colonoscopy prep or something awful. That's so sad.
dual side comp plan, you make up to 36% of your customers. They got daily pay. You know, you can get paid 30 times a month. They got monthly checks, daily checks. You could build an
Gotcha, Sharon. Okay, so it was an infection you got from your oh, gotcha. Was it like a virus or something? Or was it like gastroenteritis?
international business. We're in 40 countries, 80 different products. Like, it's so amazing. We've got like the best culture, the most amazing support system and duplication system I've ever seen. Would you be more excited about that? Or if I said that and I incorporated, and the reason I got started is because I had major MLM PTSD.
Sorry, we'll come back to what we just said. Thank you, Echo Echo, for being a member for 2 months. Also, Echo Echo sent me the video that I did on Scotty, the one that I just posted recently, an edited video that Ava edited. Thank you so much, Echo Echo, for sending me that. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna listen to that part again because I don't want to. I feel like that we should cover that a bit.
Culture, the most amazing support system and duplication system I've ever seen. Would you be more excited about that? Or if I said that and I incorporated, and the reason I got started is because I had major MLM PTSD. I tried some other companies, and one company got shut down for being a pyramid scheme. Another company tried to sue me. It was like a crazy deal. I almost gave up on the profession, but
And you still fucking did it again. Hi, Sue. Some Sue on Threads was talking shit, and people were like, "Come on, Sue." It was really funny. Anyway,
I wanted to keep going because I had such a big goal.
Well, guess what, John? DJ Crochet, guess what, John? Things didn't get better.
Big vision that I really wanted to, like, you know, buy a beach house one day, which I've been able to do, by the way. That's a side note. But like, I'm telling someone my story. Do you get it? Or like when I first got involved in network marketing, I'm 20 years old, I'm broke, busted, and disgusted, no background in business, no business being in business, but I don't want to wait tables the rest of my life.
He should get broke, busted, and disgusted tattoo on his forehead. I think that'd be pretty iconic.
I don't want to exchange time for dollars. I want to build something where I can wake up when I'm done sleeping. I can take care of my parents. You know, this is back when my parents were alive. You know, I want to have kids one day. Like, these were the things I was telling people, and people related to my story. So when I got really good at telling my story versus selling the business, I was sharing my story. I was sharing my reason for doing it. And I started to attract more people. Even when I am explaining the business or I am answering questions about the business, I always go back to my story and my reason. Like, I had MLM PTSD because most of the companies I was in, it was all about recruiters recruiting recruiters to recruit more recruiters. Nobody on my team was making money but me and my other recruiters. I wanted to be in a business where people could make money even if they never recruited a single person. I wanted to be able to help more people. And
don't forget, if you could, like, the live, I would greatly appreciate that. Y'all are so awesome.
Be a part of a company where most,
and I meant that last part. Y'all are so awesome. Sorry, I should say I am not. What was his name? Ryan Devine, the guy that was definitely on something a video ago. I am not him. I have emotion in my words.
The revenue came from customers, not from like the distributors running their auto delivery or buying the kits. I wanted to be in a company where people were making money even if they never built a team.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to look people in the eye and say, you can do this, it's worth it, you should keep going. And they could actually earn an income, a full-time income potentially, just building a customer base, building a real business. And that's what I found. And
point to people who have done that. I would love to see the stats on that when it comes to multi-level marketing. They say shit like that, but they will never share the true stats on people making a full-time income just by simply selling to customers. and it being consistent. They don't.
Now I can build a smaller team that does way more revenue, make a whole lot more money with less people, and have more people on my team winning. What do you think more people related to? They related to the story. When I first got started and I was a waiter, years later when I was a mortgage banker and I was only as good as my last month, and every month I'd start all over at zero. So I was out there telling my story, reaching out to people, not being afraid of getting rejected or ignored or ghosted. But all I said is, listen, if you're open, awesome. I'd love to share a video with you. I can add you to a group, tag you in a video. And then tomorrow when I follow up with you, this is key. Tomorrow when I follow up with you, I'm going to introduce you to my mentors, to my partners. So I'd be adding people to groups. I'd be sharing my story. I'd be tagging them in the appropriate video based on what they're interested in. And then I'd be putting them in group chats. If you're not putting your prospects in group chats, you're missing a very important step. Because if I do enroll people and I tell them to put me in chats, if I never put them in a chat, how are they going to put me in something that they were never a part of? Does that make sense? This is how you build belief. And also getting on the products. Someone says, I really need to believe in what I'm doing. Okay. Are you using the products? Are you adding people to the groups? Are you putting people in chats with your upline? Like, that's the only way to build confidence in something, is by doing it. I've been playing a lot more pickleball. Not a lot more. I've been playing 3 days a week, but meaning I've been playing pickleball for a year and a half now. I'm more confident now than I was a year and a half ago. Why? Because I played the game. You can't get better at something by watching. You might say, hey, John, that video really helped me today. This is a great training video. This is giving me great advice and tips and inspiration. Good. But you know what's really going to help you? Doing what I'm telling you to do.
All right.
Taking action. If you're not introducing your upline in Facebook Messenger chat.
Okay, Pickle Paul. Really? Someone else said that earlier.
That's to your prospects. I don't know what you're doing. You're not building a business. That's not meant to be rude. I'm just telling you the truth. If you're not putting your upline in Facebook Messenger chats with your prospects, if you're not setting up chats, prospects in chats with your upline, you're not building a business. Now, you might be getting customers. So I guess actually you could be getting customers. But if you're trying to build a team, build an empire, create some leverage, it's kind of important. Do you have a list, by the way? Do you have a list of the people you want to talk to? I hope you're not just winging it. Let me just randomly reach out to people. Make a list of people. Now, you don't have to have a list of 100 if you want, but how about you make a list before you go to bed every night of 10 people you're going to reach out to see if they're open to another income stream.
Jennifer said, why do the men in MLMs give off a whole different level of creepy than most of the women? And maybe that's just me being sexist. That's something to think about. I mean, I don't think it's sexist. I think that they come off differently on purpose. I think that women come off really fake. Women, the way that I think women in MLMs come off is going to pull in other women. The way that I think men come off in MLMs is going to pull in other men. I think it just has something to do with stereotypes and genders. I'm not sure. That's something to think about, though. Oh, Pickle Paul refers to the YouTubers Pickle and Morgan. Paul and Morgan, who are fundy Christians. You would rage, JJ. I've seen a little bit about them. I have thought about covering them, though. And I've thought of expanding not only my MLM stuff, but other things as well when it comes to religion, because I have a master's in that. So maybe I should use it a bit more. But yeah, okay, Paul and Morgan, yeah.
Because you found something 10 times better than affiliate marketing. 10 people a day? Asking 10 people a day if they're open to another income stream? Or if you want to lead with the product. We found it's more duplicatable to lead with a product, to lead with a program, which is even better than a product.
Yeah, Echo, I agree.
We have our body transformation system. We have our 5-day cleanse. We have some different programs. You could lead with that. And by the way,
yes, Clown World and anyone who's joined, Modere has officially already, they posted, I think they sent an email around 3 p.m. maybe Central Standard Time, maybe a little earlier, an hour earlier. By 5 p.m., they had completely shut everything down. Everything's done. Nobody's getting paid. Nobody's getting any reimbursements, nothing. It's all done.
Right. If you ask someone if they're open to fat loss, if they're open to, losing weight, getting in shape, looking younger, feeling better, whatever, and they say yes, and you add them to the group, tag them in the video, tag them in whatever you want to tag them in based on what they're interested in. You also say, hey, while I'm adding you to this group, do you also want to take a look at the opportunity? Because we have a separate group for people that would like to earn extra money. Could you use an extra $500 to $1,000 a month or more?
I'm going to need him to stop using his eyebrows so much. Anyone else a bit weirded out? We have a member! Ellie! Thank you so much for joining my channel. I'm just so excited, one, because we have a new member, but also I've wanted to play Diaper Division Losers so bad. However, we also have Powerpuff Girls, which I also love, Ellie. So you let me know what you want. Thank you for your generosity, and thanks for becoming a member. If you want to become a member, you're welcome to. I appreciate it. So Ellie, let me know if you want. You could just put DD or Powerpuff, whichever. I might need the Diaper Division of Losers to assemble. And if you're new, get fucking ready. Would y'all watch if I reacted to Paul and Morgan? Let me know. Also, let's do and other people like Paul and Morgan. Let's do Diaper Division. Okay, if you're new and you don't know what this is, it's Brandon, Melissa Collins' husband. And he said this in a video we reacted to. And it is now, we are the Diaper Division Losers. I need y'all to assemble. Diaper Division Losers, assemble.
Nobody that's going places in life, by the way, wants to be around some negative, dull, disillusioned, thumb-sucking, whiny, crybaby Diaper Division loser. Nobody that's going places in life, by the way, wants to be around some negative, dull, disillusioned, thumb-sucking, whiny, crybaby Diaper Division loser.
And that's on period. Ready for reporting for duty. DDL girly reporting for duty. Paul makes my skin crawl. If there's other people y'all want me to cover, let me know. Thank y'all. You can unassemble. Get back to what you were doing, cadets.
Write that down. That's an easy question. Could you use an extra $500 to $1,000 a month or more? Again, make a list every night before you go to bed of the people you're going to reach out to. If you can't think of people, go into your cell phone.
There was a gifted membership? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, let me go look. Bloxendale, thank you so much. Cute pick, Bloxendale. Would you like to assemble? Would you like to assemble as a Diaper Division loser? I think we shall we? Who got the gifted sub from Bloxendale? Was it Liz? Yay! Okay. Bloxendale, I think I know what you're going to choose. But I want to make sure. 500, 1,000 or more dollars. That's great wording. We can do Powerpuff since you play Diaper. Okay. Let's go. This is the other option as a membership. So if you're new, if you want to become a member, we can jam to this too.
Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting.
You know, one more again.
Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting.
Anyway, thank y'all so much. That is so sweet. Dance break. I know we just needed a little moment. Love Powerpuff Girls. Thank you. I know, me too.
Alphabetically and start reaching out to people. Go into your Facebook friends list. Go into your followers. I mean, is this helping anybody? Smash the heart button if this is helping you.
Brother, no.
Do you have a goal every week? How many people you're going to ATM? How many people you're going to reach out to? Are you tracking your production? Are you tracking how many people you're adding to the groups, tracking your leads? I talked about this the other day. And here's the thing. If you want to know the scripts we recommend in our social media strategies, drop the word scripts in the comments because we have our social media recruiting guide with scripts. Drop the word scripts in the comments. It's on our resources page on mylifestyleacademy.com. We have a lot.
He's biting his lip. He's getting nervous. Hope you're doing good, JulieJo. Hi, Libby. Thank you. I am doing really well. Tattoos Gorge. I keep looking at. Thank you. I know. Every time like my hand pops up, I'm like, ah. I definitely think he knew, and I think he was trying to keep it together. I think he knew Modere was shutting down for sure.
A lot of other free resources there as well. But our scripts, these are $1 million scripts created by millionaires for those of you that have made no dollars. We've made millions of dollars using these scripts, fine-tuning and tweaking the scripts which, by the way, if you're going to send out messages using our scripts or using any script, use audio.
I cannot stand. He is so fucking smug. Smug. What is it? Smuglin. That works for Girl World, but not this. John Smug Melton? John Smelton? No, then it just sounds like it's smelly.
Use audio so people can hear your excitement, your enthusiasm.
I have a Modere Insider. Best place to pass info. First off, Delcy, thank you so much for being a member for 12 months. A whole year. That's amazing. I really appreciate that. Why don't you send it to me in an email? I will type my email down below. I am JulieJo@gmail.com. I'm just putting a space for the dot because sometimes it shows up weird. So it's all together. But you can also find my email in every description of my video and every description of any one of my videos.
You can say, hey, look, I know this is kind of random, Melissa. Hey, Melissa, this is kind of random and kind of out of left field, but I'd love to catch up with you. I'd love to hear what you're up to these days. But the reason I'm reaching out to you is because. So first message might be, hey, Melissa, I hope you're well. Would love to catch up. Hope the family's doing good. I'd love to find out what you're up to these days. Okay. And you have a little back and forth. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear you and the family are doing well. Listen, the reason I'm reaching out to you is because. And then you tell them why you're launching this new opportunity or why you partnered up with.
So you really didn't give a shit about them or their family, truly. Like, it wasn't about them. It wasn't actually checking on them. Well, Melissa J, he's talking to you. Melissa said, no, thank you.
This company or why you're launching this new venture or, hey, I was looking for a way to monetize my social media and create another income stream from home and I found it. Are you familiar with affiliate marketing? Whatever they say, yes, no, maybe so. Great. I found something 10 times better.
Echo. That's fair. That's fair.
Would you be open to watching a 2-minute video? I know not every company has a 2-minute video, but you know, whatever your video is, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, something. I have a 20-minute video that's a more like detailed presentation video that I love to have people watch. But some people, you know, they're like, well, what is it? Like they might not be ready to be added to a group and watching a 20-minute video, but share a short video, a 2-minute video. Like the point is, if you get really good at just popping the question without analysis paralysis or fear of failure or rejection or even being embarrassed, you will be a lean, mean team building and recruiting machine. I promise you. Because even if you get rejected by 100 people, okay, number one, that's 100 seeds planted. Number two, you're going to be a whole lot better.
100 seeds planted. Well, damn. Jill Elmore, thank you so much for being a member for 12 months, an entire year. That is a huge accomplishment. Huge milestone. That is so generous of you as well. Well, time flies when MLMs be shutting down. I mean, for real. For real. The tea with this is just starting to boil. I really think there's so much more depth to it that we don't have yet because it just happened a few hours ago. So we will find out.
On popping the question on that 101st person, right? On the person that's 101, 101, you'll be better than you were on the number one. Does that make sense? Like you're only going to get better. That's the beauty of our business. You might suck at videos. Okay, you haven't done enough videos to get good at it yet. You might suck at recruiting. You're not good at it yet. You haven't had enough conversations about the business. You're not good at getting customers yet. You're not good at social media yet. Everything can be learned. And by the way, if you're like, I suck with what to say, that's why you need our scripts. Drop the word scripts in the comments. And these are the same scripts we give our own team. So these are our best scripts for social media, for recruiting, for selling, for follow-up, all the things. Drop the word scripts in the comments if you want to download our social media guide with scripts. And by the way, start doing some videos. Start telling your story. Start putting yourself out there, even if it's a 5-minute live, even if it's just in your Instagram and Facebook story, even if it's just a reel. Like, just get comfortable sharing your story. You might say, well, what's my story? Well, that is a good point. That's a good question. Go to ChatGPT and say, hey, ChatGPT, I'm trying to attract people to my collagen company or my weight loss product or whatever it is. I want to start telling my story, but I'm trying to figure out which story to tell. And ChatGPT will ask you questions and it'll help you come up with the story that you want to share. Because I know it's hard sometimes to figure out what is your story. Because you're like,
right,
do I tell
Ellie?
my childhood story? Do I tell my like my story of like my current circumstance. So I get that is part of it, but that's also why it goes back to putting yourself out there on a consistent basis, because based on feedback, based on what people are saying to you, if people are asking questions, if they're thanking.
DJ Crochet 666 says, John asking Chat GPT, why is Modere shutting down, sad face? You know what? Let's ask it. Chat GPT. Chat GPT. Can I just, okay, here, you know what? Why don't we ask Chat GPT really quick? Should we? I think we should. Okay. Let me share. I'm going down here. Okay. Why is Modere shutting down? Oh, tutting? Searching the web. Modere, a wellness and personal care company, is not shutting down entirely, but it is undergoing significant restructuring. This includes numerous products, reducing its global market presence, and facing internal challenges. Modere has phased out several products such as, market exits. I actually think Modere has faced multiple rounds of layoffs, leading to concerns about financial stability and leadership. You know what? These people knew about it shutting down. Temporary ceased Okay. Modere has temporarily ceased operations in several Asian markets, including South Korea, Thailand, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia. Global strategic plan focusing core and growth markets. So I think that they're telling us this without knowing what's going on today. Internally, Modere has faced multiple rounds of layoffs, leading to concerns about financial stability and leadership. Employees have reported a lack of communication, reduced bonuses, and outsourcing of key functions, contributing to perception of instability. Modere has been involved in legal disputes, including lawsuits against former leaders Justin Prince and Sarah, alleging attempts to recruit Modere's social marketers to a competing venture. Additionally, the company has faced scrutiny over health and earning claims. Well, yeah, that's true, leading to the removal of over 200 such claims from its communications. In summary, while Modere is not closing down, it is undergoing significant restructuring to address internal challenges, streamline its products offerings, and focus on the core markets. Well, turns out that in fact did not work. That it did in fact shut down.
Like, it'll give you an indication if you're on the right path. But again, I would start with my reason why. Why am I doing this business? Why this company? And what's your personal reason? And then you can tie in your story. You can start sharing things that you're learning, experiencing. You unbox your new products and you start using the products and sharing with people the benefits of the product and how you feel and why you're doing it, why you're loving it. Does that make sense? And you know what's funny? It's going to be different for everybody, right? For some people, it's going to be, the products changed their life and they lost 50 pounds in 6 months, 8 months, whatever. For some people, it's going to be, that extra $200 a month made a big difference. For some people, they were able to fire their boss. They were a lawyer. They were stressed. They were, overworked, underpaid. And because of this business, they were able to replace their income and a whole lot more and have more time to spend with their family. Like, everybody's different, right? So in fact, everybody, let's encourage each other. Drop into the comments and share. What are your reasons? Why are you in this business? What are your reasons?
Comment so I can get engagement like I was talking about earlier.
It's because people relate to people. And you'll notice that whenever you're getting rejected, a lot of times it's because you're putting on your salesman hat, right? You get into like selling the business, selling the product instead of telling stories. Facts tell, stories sell. Like, even if you just post before and after pictures in your stories, and then you're reaching out to the people that are watching your stories, I'm telling you, you will find that there's a lot of fat people out there. Yes, I just said that out loud. There are a lot of people. Even skinny people think they're fat. I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, what?
Facts tell, stories sell. Like, even if you just post before and after pictures in your stories, and then you're reaching out to the people that are watching your stories, I'm telling you, you will find that there's a lot of fat people out there. Yes, I just said that out loud. There are a lot of people. Even skinny people think they're fat. I'm telling you. You know how many times I've been over here, like, is that a love handle?
John, I don't want to get canceled, okay? But for fuck's sake, can you shut the fuck up every once in a while? You didn't have to. You didn't have to. But what it shows me is your desperation. You chose to say things that are painful for people to hear because you want them to hurt, because you want them to reach out to you so you can profit off of their vulnerability and their pain. And that makes you a shit human being. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. In 2025, if a man said that to me, we are fighting. Yep, prey on the weak? Question mark. I just that shows me if you have to do that, you're not doing so well. John, it is okay to stop talking and inhale oxygen. Let's just increase EDs. Right, right. I mean, 100%. That's hinting at an ED. You know?
Right? Like, this is called being a human, right?
No, you left the word out. It's called being a shit human. What you're doing is. I mean, having insecurities is human, yeah. But like telling people to take advantage of people's insecurities so that they can profit off of them doesn't make you a good one. Mm-mm.
Everybody wants to weigh less than they do. Unless you're talking like a bodybuilder, right?
Yeah.
You don't call a bodybuilder skinny ever. They will like be offended. They will attack you. But right, like
Anybody, Hannah, I know Hannah. Hannah's a bodybuilder, yeah. Sorry, that was annoying. Not surping. But what he didn't know shit about nothing.
I'm telling you, everybody wants to lose weight, look younger, slow down the aging process. At the end of the day, there's always people out there looking for a solution.
Hannah said, I'm literally shoveling a mountain of shit-filled dirt right now and it smells less rank than this shit.
They have health goals. They have financial goals. So if you're putting yourself out there and you're offering solutions and you're having fun with it and you're putting your personality out there, and remember this, funny equals money. Funny equals money. If you can make them laugh, you can make them buy. Anyway,
Jennifer.
hope you guys got value from this conversation, but these are the things I would do.
I didn't get shit from it other than you're desperate and you knew and you made sure not to tell anyone or warn anyone about this. And that's so terrible of you. Jennifer said a random MLMer came up to me and asked me if I wanted to lose weight. I said no, but it set off an ED that had been dormant for years. It took me over a year and a half to get things under control. Cruel. I'm so sorry, Jennifer. Iris, I know. Me too. Me too. Me too. I get it. No. Come. Yes. Good girl. See, we've been working on our barking. We have. I know. And I know it's stressful, but we can make it through. She's been such a good girl about it too. As she barks again. No, come here.
I'd be ATMing my face off. I'd be putting my upline in chats. I'd be adding people to the groups, tagging them in the videos. I'd be sharing my story. I'd be going live. I'd be making friends in these Facebook groups. And I wouldn't overthink it. I would stop with the analysis paralysis. What if I fail? What if this happens? What if that happens? I don't want to get my hopes up.
Okay, girl.
Got it.
I'm sorry, Jennifer.
But let's flip it. What if you become a millionaire? Okay, scratch that. You can't imagine. I couldn't imagine it either. Just being honest, I gave up on being a millionaire, and then lo and behold, I became a millionaire. Go figure. I mean, it took me 16 years, so you can imagine.
If I ever became a millionaire and just like had enough money to just shoot the shit, I wouldn't say it, but there would be signs. And the signs would be, I'm not anywhere to be found. Like if I became a millionaire or if I like won the lottery, I wouldn't say anything, but there would be signs. There would be.
After 10 years, 12, 13, 14 years, I started to believe that maybe I'm just not meant to be a millionaire. Because I didn't think I'd want to work that hard.
I don't think you
So
deserve
I kind of like
it,
gave
no.
up on it. Isn't that sad? But you know what? If you never become a millionaire, but you become a thousandaire and you're making like
Why are we coming up with these words? 1,000-aire? A lot of people who work make more than $1,000 a year, my guy.
hundreds of thousands a year? What if, forget that. How about this? Let's say you make $50,000 a year right now in your job. What if you could make that same amount of money, but you made it on top of your job. So now you have 50 from your job and 50 from your side hustle. That's 100 last time I
Night,
checked.
kitty chat.
I dropped out of community college, but I can do 50 plus 50. Right? How many of us would just like to make what we're making right now, but make it on top of what I make right now?
Huh?
Make sense? All right, y'all. Hope you got value.
I cannot look at him for another fucking second. Any hootie who. Wow. Lots of tea, lots of things going on, lots of information coming in, lots of information already here, lots of things to go through. Shut, and I must emphasize this, the fuck up. Man, that's funny. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new, hit that subscribe button if you wanted to support the channel, and hit the like button on your way out. I greatly appreciate it. But lots to come, so prepare for that. I think John might have some things to say. If he doesn't, I know many other top leaders will. So again, thank you so much for being here. And I went 2 hours. Are you proud? If you've been in my other lives before, you know I do not like going longer than like an hour 45, but I did it and I was happy to do it. So thank you again. Have a fantastic evening wherever you are in the world. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.